Hello everybody, Manithral here, and welcome to the weekly update video for OSRS. This week we have more Doom tweaks, Poll84, and summer sweep-up changes. So quite a bit to go over here. There's two things that were hotfixed at the beginning here. They're aware of the issue where some players are being stuck at a sea near Fossil Island. If you have encountered this, using a home teleport will resolve the issue. They do apologize for the inconvenience, and this has been hotfixed. They are also aware of a bug where failed stackable hunter traps require one free inventory space to pick up. That has been hotfixed. So now we head to the changelog for today. Up first is the Delve boss changes. So the burrow hole will no longer sparkle when a player receives a duplicate pet drop. Fix a bug where the Del Boss diagonal burrow attack could hit players outside the visible path. Fix the bug where the rocks placed on the acid would disappear when the boss entered its burrow phase. Fix a bug where the players could get stuck in walls when the burrow hole spawned in a corner. If a projectile is traveling towards the boss as it swaps to shield phase, the damage will now still apply to the shield. Projectile attacks immediately following melee punish will now account for the boulder impacts, ensuring that if two projectiles land on a player on the same tick, they will always be the same damage type. This way, players can pray to block the damage, but missing the prayer will result in the full impact of both attacks. So to keep in mind. Summer Sweep Up Combat. The kill count for the Deranged Archaeologist collection log is now white. They apologize for any distress this erroneous orange text caused. Fix the bug where the herb box incorrectly stated 10 herbs were inside when it should have been 7. Fix the missing elemental weakness for various NPCs. Added a 40% water weakness to Nibblers and Inferno Bats, 50% fire weakness to Giant Scarab, Contact, and NMZ variant. Added 25% fire weakness to Jungle Demon Monkey Madness. Added 35% earth weakness to the Skeletal Horror in Search for the Mark A. Added Demon Bane weakness to the following Nightmare Zone monsters: Bouncer, Jungle Demon, and Skeletal Hound. Dying to the regular Nightmare, not Nightmare, now respawns you near the boss next to Shura instead of at your default respawn point. This mirrors a change they made with Fosani's Nightmare. You can now use the Volatile Nightmare Staff special attack in Dead Man without autocast set. Purple drop rates in Tomb of Masket now scale and interpolate between raid level identifications instead of only adjusting at 50 level intervals, such as 350, 400, 450, and 500. Reward weightings are now adjusted every 5 levels. This allows a gradual increase in the drop chance without requiring large jumps in difficulty. Poll84, Hunter Traps will now stack in the inventory, which was the thing that was hotfixed. Improved various hunting spots by adding more trap locations and rotating existing ones for more efficient hunt. Updated the list of the quest items that can be cleared from your bank by the wise old man. Added a one-way level 74 agility zipline shortcut on Fossil Island from the tower to the small island. Just don't be too rough on the ropes. With a level 69 agility, you can now jump over some rocks found at the top walls of Dark Mire to access the Castle Drakon Master Clue Step there. These rocks are accessible by climbing Dark Mire Wall, a shortcut, and running northwest. You can also right-click the inconspicuous rocks, a stash unit to jump back, should you need to. However, you cannot use a shortcut without completing Sins of the Father, and without unlocking the Dark Mire Wall shortcut with a long rope. Added 2 new agility shortcuts to the Slayer Tower. One level 18 shortcut east of the entrance to the Banshees, and one level 81 shortcut west of the entrance for a quick access to the top floor. Some of the settings in the settings menu are now filtered based on the account type. Additionally, there is now a button on the settings title bar that allows you to show or hide settings you don't yet have the requirements for, which should make it easier to find the ones you care about. The modify button with the GE offer status page has been changed from right click on the abort button to a benefit button on its own. Benefit? And a grand exchange set boxes for newer armor, including the Blood Moon, Blue Moon, Eclipse Moon, Oathplate, Torva, Virtus, Dagonoth, Melee Mage, and Rage. Swamp Bark, Blood Bark, Mixed Hide, and High Coddle sets. Other changes, the standardized button order been left, bank inventory right, for the Lunar Chest, TOB Chest, TOA Chest, Coliseum, Trawler, and Wilderness and Deadman Loot Chests and Keys. All tradable Yama items can now be added to the Death Coffer. Improve the dialogue for reclaiming ghostly robes. After choosing a piece from the set, the selection menu now reopens automatically. If you have inventory space, you could also claim multiple pieces without repeating the dialogue. You can now disable the confirmation warning when cleaning bushes or cacti farming spots. This can be done directly from the warning prompt using the Don't Ask Me Again option, or via settings, warnings, and then confirmations. Added rowing and idle animations to the Teklan boat harvesters outside of Kastori. Updated the Wilderness Loot Key interface to match the Dead Man mode style. Fix an issue where certain tradable items could incorrectly fill collection log slots if sold and repurchased from the general store. Slots will now only register when obtained from the correct source. Fix numerous terrain and object clipping issues with the renderer beta, including trapdoors, caves, entrances, stairs, rugs, crates, and wall kits. Plus visual fixes in the Brimhaven Agility Arena. Duke Seculus is no longer remains poisoned from one fight to the next. Redesigned the item sets interface to let the players toggle between viewing all sets or those only craftable with items currently in their inventory. Fix the bug where the player and house viewer on the official client, mobile, and in some cases, certain features such as the temporary bushes or other hotspots with editable states, i.e., portal and boss layers, would cause the viewer to crash and behave unexpectedly. Ictharlin's hood now correctly displays your character's skin color. And PvP Rhoda's moving to period A, so 539 US PvP, 318 UK Bounty Hunter, 548 Germany High Risk PvP, 577 US Free to Play PvP, 559 UK LMS Competitive, and World's 390 AUS LMS Competitive, and 569 AUS Bounty Hunter have been activated with this Rhoda. And the PvP Arena is using a Zerker loadout for ranked duels and tournaments this week. Now, this is a bit of RS3 news, but just in case you are a player and you are, player of OSRS, and you're very curious about this, it was announced today that the RS3 leagues will be taking place starting September 15th. So if you're curious about trying it out, it looks like they are not going to be overlapping each other, so it's perfect time to try it out, get to learn the game. See what you think about RS3 versus OSRS. If you like both, you like both. If you stick with OS, stick with OS. Both are good. But either way, that's it for this video today. So thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, later, guys.